Okay, in this problem, we're asked to find the average velocity between 2 points of the function 11 sine t. Okay, so how do we go about doing that? So what we're going to do is we're going to type in the function 11 sine x into the calculator. Make sure that your mode is in radians. That'll screw things up if you don't. Then go out to your home screen. To do this, let me write this down for A. It would be s of pi minus s of pi over 2 divided by pi minus pi over 2. Now, to use the calculator to do that, we're going to hit the vars button. Let me move this up here. The vars button's right here. So hit that vars button, go over to y vars and hit enter on y1. That's going to allow us to plug in a value into the function that we typed in y equals. So what value do we want? Well, we want pi. Okay, s of pi or y1 of pi. I'm going to go open a parentheses before this because we have a top and a bottom, so let's make sure we keep those separated. And then minus, let's do vars, y vars again, function, enter, and this time we'll type in pi over 2. Close the parentheses around the numerator of that function, and then divide, open parentheses, pi minus pi over 2. Okay, so it looks like our average velocity between those 2 points is negative 7.00, let's say 3. Negative 7.003 is the average velocity between those 2 points. Now, let's find it for B. B would be s of pi over 2 plus 0.1 minus s of pi over 2 divided by pi over 2 plus 0.1 minus pi over 2. Okay, so we're going to do it the same way. Open parentheses, vars, y vars, enter, and then type in pi over 2 plus 0.1 minus vars, y vars, enter, enter, pi over 2. Okay, close parentheses around the numerator, divide, open parentheses, pi over 2 plus 0.1 minus pi over 2, which you know that's just 0.1. So we could have made our life easier by doing that, but I didn't. So divide by 2, close parentheses, enter. Okay, so it looks like as we move closer to pi over 2, both points being pi over 2, our slope is getting closer to, well, it's getting definitely less negative. So this would be negative 0.549. I'll just leave it at that. 5. I don't know how many digits this problem's going to want us to carry to, so let's do one more. Now, a little shortcut on this. For the next one, we know we're going to use this number instead of this number. So we can hit second enter and bring up the last thing that we typed in, and then just insert an extra 0 there. And we could also do it here, insert an extra 0, and then hit enter. And it looks like our next one for C, make sure I'm staying in the screen here, C is equal to negative 0.0549. Okay, now let's, I know it didn't ask us to, but let's do one more, and let's do really close to pi over 2. So plus, let's insert a couple more zeros, 1, 2, and down here as well, insert 1, 2, and then hit enter and see what we've got. It is negative 5.5 times 10 to the negative 4th. So it's getting closer and closer to 0. It appears that we are probably going to have a 0 slope. We could even type in something that's even closer, but it appears that, let's see, 3 more zeros. Yeah, I mean, once we put in that many zeros, the slope goes to 0. So our conjecture, if we need to make one on this, would be that as you approach as you approach pi over 2, the slope there is going to be 0.